The Club World Cup is set to kick off in the next few days, and you have 32 teams who will be slugging it out for the title of the Club World Champions, champions of a Club World Cup, and that is quite a prestigious title. Now, this is a new format. Now, this format is not going to be yearly. Now, prior to this time, winners of the different confederations from CAF to UEFA, CONMEBOL, CONCACAF, OFC, and AFC, the 6 FIFA confederations, would come together to determine the champion. Now, the champions of this. But this time, there is now an extended format that let other teams play. I'll let you know how the teams were chosen, but this will come once every 4 years. Now, the big thing is this: over $1 billion of prize money set to be won across the teams that have qualified for this Club World Cup. Okay. Now, let's take a look at the teams that are here for the Club World Cup. They have already been drawn into different groups. It's almost like the former World Cup, as it were. You have 32 teams in 8 groups, 4 teams per group. In Group A, we have Palmeiras, FC Porto, Al Ahly of Egypt from Africa, and of course, Lionel Messi and Inter Miami, that is from the United States, who of course are the hosts. That's the only thing that's team that's coming in there, because they are the hosts. Now, in Group B, we have UEFA champions, Paris Saint-Germain, Atletico de Madrid, Botafogo, and of course Seattle Sounders from Australia. Quite an interesting group there. Group C has Bayern Munich, Auckland City FC, Boca Juniors, and Benfica. That is quite the group there. Group D will have Flamengo, Esperance of Tunisia, Chelsea the Blues are here, and of course LAFC, Los Angeles FC, will be in Group D. Group E has River Plate, Urawa Red Diamonds from Japan there, Monterrey, and Inter Milano. Group F will have Fluminense, Borussia Dortmund, Ulsan Hyundai, South Korea, and of course Mamelodi Sundowns in Africa, who are runners-up of the CAF. We have Group G, Manchester City, who are said to be title contenders. I don't know what some of you think. You think Manchester City can do it? Well, maybe they possibly can, but there's Manchester City, there's Wydad, Al Ain, and Juventus. Group H will have Real Madrid, Al Hilal, FC Pachuca, and FC Salzburg. Of course, after that, as it is with the traditional World Cup, traditional World Cup, of course, is going to be a 48-team tournament in 2026. The teams will be drawn in just that same format until we get the winner. Now, you might be asking, how did the teams qualify, right? How did the teams qualify? How did the teams get here? And all of that. I have all of that for you here. Let's take a look at it very, very fast. Now, so this is it. How did teams get here? Now, the hosts are CONCACAF. That's the North American Confederation. And now, the winners were gotten from between a period of 4 years, between 2021 and 2024. Now, Inter Miami, who are winners of the 2024 MLS Super Supporters Shield. AFC has 4 teams. CAF has 4 teams. CONCACAF, of course, have 4 teams. CONMEBOL have 6 teams. Of course, OFC 1, and the biggest will be UEFA with 12 teams. That's the biggest confederation when it comes to FIFA's confederations. And for UEFA, someone asking, why is Real Madrid there, Barcelona is not there, why is Liverpool not there, and all of that? The reason is because Chelsea are winners of the 2020-21 UEFA Champions League. That's the reason why. Like I said, it's a period of 4 years. That's why Chelsea are there. Real Madrid won the next year, 21-22. Manchester City won 22-23. And then Bayern Munich are the best ranked team in the UEFA coefficient for 4 years. And so let's take a look at the other teams there. Okay, so like I said, so PSG, of course, are the second. Now, PSG just won the Champions League. They would not normally have entered, but they are done this because they are the best ranked, second best ranked team in UEFA 4-year ranking. PSG are the 3rd best ranked team. Like I said, it's coefficient. So you look at all the years, right? 4 years. And you know how UEFA put their coefficients together, your performance in the league and, of course, in Europe, and you get all of that. Inter, the 4th best rank, Porto, 5th best rank, Atletico, 6th, Benfica, 7th, Juventus, 8th, and, of course, Red Bull Salzburg, 9th best ranked team. And those are how they were, they were gotten. Of course, there's also information on how they were seeded. Now, for some of you also want to find out how much are they going to win. Now, this is a $1 billion prize competition. As FIFA has mentioned, this is a trophy that they're going to be picking. Quite a magnificent trophy, if I must say, right? But FIFA has now stated that they will not keep any part of the money. all the money that is going to be made, they are going to share it out to all the teams. Now, let's take a look at how that is going to be done. Now, people are wondering, look at these teams here. What time would they have to rest before they compete, before the next season begins? There is money in this. The winner of this competition will take 125 million. That's quite the money. 125 million. That is quite the sum. Now, for every team who's here for group stage, every team is going to get $2 million per win and $1 million draw per club. So that means that you are sure that at least every team will make their $1 million. That means if you draw 3 matches. For the second round, it adds 7.5 to that, whatever you made in the first round. For the quarterfinal, 13 to whatever you had. For the semi-final, 21. And then for the final, 30. And then the winner, 40. So if you put that together, the winner is going to take $125 million US. That is the money that is available, and that is why this competition is being played. Now, there's been talk. FIFA president has been speaking, Gianni Infantino, and of course, UEFA, when they come into the question, Seferin, there's been that kind of battle, UEFA came up with a wonderful concept, which was the league phase of the Champions League, and FIFA at times seeming like they are battling. UEFA is big enough so much that it seems that they are competition with FIFA, and FIFA has come up with this. Will the players get tired? Yes, but a number of them have completed some transfers. Some of them are going with very big teams. Manchester City, of course, added 4 players which are going to take to the Club World Championship. Chelsea, of course, we know that they are definitely look like they're not going for Osimhen. They got Lam, they lapsed. So a number of them competed. Now, that's the reason why we had a 1-week window before this Club World Cup Championship, and then the window would open, of course, again in another 4 days. That was the reason why. So they will go and they will compete for this. So yeah, that's it, Club World Cup. Now, all through the competition, we'll be keeping you up to date on the beautiful game and, of course, on Wake Up Nigeria. Just stay tuned and we'll give you all of the updates. Now, there's the Euro under